Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. I'm so glad you're here today. In today's video I'm going to go ahead and do a get ready with me type style video, and we're just going to apply a bunch of different products and see how they go on. I'm excited to try some of these newer products and then some I've used in the past. And I'm also going to be sharing with you a look with an eyeshadow palette that I just purchased to do a one eyeshadow look. It's the perfect palette to where you can use each one of the 6 shadows just to do a one shadow look. So the first product that we're going to be using is Garnier Skin Active Moisture Rescue. And I bought this recently, trying to get the camera to focus on it. I bought this recently under a recommendation of another YouTuber that I watch. And this is a refreshing gel cream for dry skin. It instantly locks in 24-hour moisture and soothes dry skin. It's oil-free and it does have vitamin C, fruit water, and antioxidant complex. So I've used the other one for the oily skin, but when I was watching the person that was reviewing this, they were saying that it's good even if you have oily skin because it's not, you know, that it's not that moisture sensitive, so it's not extremely overbearing. I like Garnier products a lot. I think that they have really good skin essential ingredients in them. This says, let moisture rescue with antioxidant fruit water and moisture loving ingredients come to your skin's rescue. These oil-free, lightweight formulas will help defend skin against external aggressors such as daily stress and pollution that can strip your skin of its vital hydration to lock in 24-hour moisture. Instantly, skin feels fresher and looks smoother, visible reduction in roughness caused by dryness, and with continued use, the moisture barrier is strengthened and skin looks healthier and feels softer. So it has 2 times more moisturizing agents. So for those of you out there that are having problems with dry skin and tight skin and feeling like your skin is really dry, I would recommend checking this out. You can find this at Walmart and at the drugstore, and this is what the container looks like. It's this beautiful, it's got a white cap, and then the gel, the lotion, is kind of a light pink color. So it looks really pretty sitting out on the vanity, which I like. And it says to apply twice daily to face and neck after cleansing. So we're going to go ahead and put some of that on. I think I had tried this in the past, but I just don't remember. It's been several years ago when I tried this, so I want to try it again. So that's what the consistency looks like. It's a very beautiful light pink, which I like that. I think it's fun when we have something that looks nice going on the skin. It just makes the overall process a little bit more appealing. But it definitely feels very lightweight. I think this would be a good summertime moisturizer, definitely, because it's super lightweight. It's not thick in texture, and it feels like it's really sinking into the skin. It has a lightweight, kind of like a lightweight fresh scent. Really, really light scent. So if you're sensitive to scents, I think this would be a good one because there's a light scent there, but it's not overpowering. So that, I like that so far. I can see what they were saying, because when they were reviewing it, they were saying that it's, you know, it says for dry skin. They also have one for oily skin that's like a more of a green tone. I like that one too, but I can feel like I wouldn't consider myself to have the driest of skin. I have more combination skin, but this feels like it's sinking into my skin nicely and almost immediately. So that would be a good one to try out if you're looking for a good drugstore moisturizer. And then for eyes today, I'm going to be using my Clinique All About Eyes. This reduces circles and puffs, and this is the container. I love this one for eyes. It has kind of a creamy gel consistency, but this is a really nice one, and I think it really soothes the under eye area nicely and takes away fine lines and texture. I always get so dry under this area. I really get dry all over my face, but this is definitely a step that ever since I've hit my 30s, I just don't want to miss the step in the morning of putting on the eye cream. Okay, then we're going to be using a new primer. This is Catrice Cosmetics. It says to shake before use. So this is their Light Correcting Serum Primer in Morning Glow. Comes in a packaging like this. It's a really pretty, it almost looks like the, I'm going to use this as my primer, but it looks like it has some kind of pearlescent to it. So it claims that the liquid primer contains light reflecting pigments for a fresh and awake look like a dewy morning glow. And we all know I love glow, so I thought this would be a fun one. I picked this up along with the foundation on a recent Ulta purchase. So it comes with a little dropper, and I'm just going to get this put on my face and then blend it in. And this will be my primer, and we'll just have a little bit of a glowy primer effect going on here. I wouldn't say that the dropper application style, it's okay, but it's definitely not my favorite way to put on products. I prefer either just a squeezy tube or a pump. I think that with the dropper, it's a little bit more difficult to control or to get enough product, simply because with the dropper, you know, sometimes if your hands are already got moisturizer, it's hard to open the bottle and, you know, things like that. So I think that that's not actually the best way. I wish they would put it in either, like I said, just a, I like the pumps the best, or just a squeezy tube. The next product that I'm using for my foundation today is my Catrice Cosmetics HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. It's supposed to last up to 24 hours. And it also has that same kind of dropper consistency. This is mattifying in a second skin effect. I'm wearing this in 030 Sand Beige. So this is a lightweight and non-oily texture that feels like a second skin. Provides a long-lasting full coverage without mask effect, and creates an even complexion with high definition finish for camera ready skin. Dermatologically tested. So I thought this would be a nice one. I was watching Emily Noel 83, and she had used this, and I had used this in previous videos, but I really liked the look that it gave her skin, so I definitely wanted to try this out. I've tried this in the past, but I repurchased it and got it in a different color. So again, we have this dropper here, and I'm just going to go ahead and get that all over the skin, and then we're going to blend it in with a foundation brush. Make sure I'm going to start out with this amount, and then I can always build up the coverage. The brush that I'm using is by Pixie, and this is the Full Cover Foundation brush. So it's kind of just got a blunt edge to it. I'm going to go ahead and start blending this in and see what type of coverage we can get here with it. I like HD foundations. I think that they're nice, especially for on camera and for giving you that airbrushed look. So I've used the Makeup Forever High Definition foundation, and I really liked it. I just think that they do really give your skin a nice airbrushed foundation look, which I like. I like my skin to look like it's airbrushed and flaws are minimized, imperfections taken away. Oh, I do think I love the look of this. I mean, it's really, it just gives you that nicely airbrushed look. I'm going to go in with just a little bit more here to amp up the coverage. It's very liquidy too. It seems like when it comes out, it comes out pretty quickly. So it's a nice liquid. We got a nice liquid consistency on it, which I like, because that makes it blend really easily across the skin. But I definitely love the way it looks. I think that it really provided me a lot of coverage pretty quickly, and it's giving me that airbrushed look, which is very important to me. I like to look flawless, especially on my face, and just have overall evened out complexion. I like to bring it down here just because I think it's important to get it down on your neck. It just evens the whole tone out. Makes it look better overall. Alright, so now that that step is done, we're going to go in with a concealer, and I'm going to go ahead and use my E.L.F. 16-Hour Camo Concealer in Light Peach. I've been loving this lately. It is so much like Tarte Shape Tape, and a little bit of coverage goes a long way, and you can really get all of the dark circles and redness taken care of. And that's pretty much where I like to take it, just to kind of brighten it. I like this light peach tone because I think it really does brighten the skin nicely. And then to blend that in, let's see here, what kind of brush do I have? I'm going to use this Sigma Precision Flat Angled Brush. It's P88. It has like a nice angle to it. So I'm going to go ahead and use that to blend this all in. It's a smaller brush, which is typically what I use, but I think my favorite way to blend pretty much concealer, foundation is with a beauty blender. I mean, it gives you the least amount of work and really beautiful coverage, you know, without having to blend a lot. I'm just blending this in. I like to use concealer because, as you can tell, it also brightens areas, and that's really a way that you can mask those imperfections. Let me go back in with my Pixie foundation brush that I was using, and I'm going to use that to, since it has a thicker head, you can blend it a little bit easier. But my main concentration, of course, is right in here because this is where I get the most darkness. If you're looking for this Pixie brush, the Pixie line is sold at Target, so I found this at my local Target. Pixie has several brushes that are really nice, and then they have a under eye peach corrector that's amazing. It's like a brightener corrector, but it really does. Peachy tone correctors are wonderful also for under the eye, and I've used them in the past and loved them. So I haven't tried a whole lot in the Pixie line, but I've picked up several of their brushes, and then of course these the eye brightener. Okay, so now we've got moisturizer, eye moisturizer, we got primer, we got foundation, we got concealer. So the next step we're going to do is to put a powder on, and I'm going to use a couple of different steps here. To set my under eye, I'm going to use this Essence Brighten Up Banana Powder. It's a mattifying compact powder in soft yellow. It's perfect for concealer, baking, and for use as banana powder to set matte highlights. This is in the shade 10, and it's called Baba Banana. So this is a line that I have found at Ulta. It's an inexpensive line, but they do have some really good products. So I'm going to go in with my EcoTools. This is my EcoTools Complexion Buffer, and I got this in a kit that they were selling. It's like a dual-ended brush, and I got this in a kit that they were selling back at around the holidays, back at the holidays. So I'm just going to dip my brush into that, and I'm going to use it to go right underneath. This is a great way, if you use kind of a banana powder concealer, this is a great way to set the under eye and keep everything fresh and set for the day. So this is another technique that I like. Just kind of, and I just use this, I'm not going to go all over the face with this, I'll be using a different powder, but this is just to set where I put concealer. So now that I've got that step done, we're going to go in with a powder. Today I'm going to use my Milani Shine Proof Powder. This is in 01 Fair. This is from the Conceal and Perfect line. And it's mattifying, skin stays shine free, comfortable feel, buildable coverage, bamboo powder absorbs oil, and lily extract tightens the look of pores. So I've used this quite a bit. It's a nice powder. As you can tell, I don't know if the camera shows, but it's been used quite a bit. I'm going to use my AOA Studio F28 brush. We're just going to dip the brush into the powder and tap it into the skin. I just like to set the foundation. Even if it's a mattifying foundation, I still just like to set it because I think it locks in the color. It just makes it wear better throughout the day. Alright, then I'm also going to go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I love this stuff. This is in shade Bronzer. It's their Maru Butter Bronzer, and these smell wonderful. Packaging is gorgeous, has this gorgeous like green lid to it, and then you've got this really unique pattern going on. You've got these swirls in here, which I think is so neat. You see that? Very neat. So I'm going to go ahead and put some of that on. I like to go right across my forehead where the sun naturally hits. And this smells just like a coconut. It just makes you want summer, you know, it just makes you ready for summertime. I'm going to put a little bit of here on the contour. And a little bit here on the contour. So yes, this is, the whole Physicians Formula line is really good. It's inexpensive. You know, it's a little more expensive than some products, but I love their line. They have so many wonderful products. The Healthy Foundation, the Healthy Lip, that whole Healthy Foundation line is really good stuff. So that just kind of gives me a tan look, which I'm craving right now since we're getting into the, I'm going to bring it on down here. Why not? Put it everywhere. Have some fun. So yeah, that's a great bronzer. I think it's got a good tone. Like I said, with bronzer, sometimes it's hard to find a tone that really suits fair skin, but I think that does a really good job of it. Next, we're going to go in with the blush. I'm going to use a couple of different blushes today as well. I'm going to use get my brush over here that I'm going to use. So I'm going to use this Sigma. This is Sigma Core de Rosa Aura Powder, and this is actually supposed to be a face powder, but for me, I like to use it as blush. It's a very pretty tone. It comes with a mirror, and it's a very pretty tone, but it's a little too dark to be using as a face powder on my skin tone. I'm sure on deeper skin tones that would work as a nice, you know, powder, but for me, I just dip it in, and we're going to pop it on as a blush, and then I'm going to go over it with a different blush and a highlight. And the highlight I can't wait to share with you because it's one of my favorite highlighter quads. Okay, so see, we're just going to get that on, and it's a really beautiful shade. It looks just like a rose shade. So I like that. And then I'm going to go over it with my Lumi Radiant Blush, and this is in the shade Ravish. So this is also, this Lumi Radiant Blush is also a line that you can pick up from shopmissa.com. Very inexpensive. Isn't this beautiful? I just love the swirls and the tones that you're getting from that. And this is a very inexpensive line. You can pick these blushes up on Shop Miss A for about $1. And that's one thing I like. So I'm just adding this to add a little bit of extra shine to that blush that I just put down, as well as some glow. And I don't know if you're seeing it on camera, but since I've added this one, the Sigma, so this one here, this is a matte blush, and then this one here definitely has some shine in it. You've got a lot of glow, a lot of shine going on. So that's why I'm adding that, just to give that the glow. And then to amp it up even more, we're gonna add this awesome quad. So this is one of my favorite quads. This is called the Lou-Manizers quad, and I'm sure if you've heard of the Balm, then you've probably heard of this, but this is by the Balm Cosmetics, and this is one of my favorite quads because you're getting all four. You're getting this one, this one, this one, and this one, or this one over here. So you're getting all four. You're getting the Mary Lou-Manizer, also known as the Lou-Manizer, Cindy Lou-Manizer, also known as the Contour Artist, Penny Lou-Manizer, also known as the Penny Pincher, and you're getting Emma Lou-Manizer, which is also known as the Embezzler. So this is actually all four of the highlighters. You get this beautiful mirror in there, and then you're getting all four of the shades. Get the camera to get a good focus on it. You're getting all four of these shades, and I love this shade here. I love this shade here. Actually, I like them all. That's a really pretty shade because it's kind of a lilac purple, and it gives you that certain kind of tone. But this is a fun one to work with. If you've never tried this out, I would definitely recommend it because you're getting all four of their highlighters, and they're all really good texture and qualities. And you get that beautiful mirror there, which is cool. So I think for this look, Usually the most popular one that's used is Mary Lou-Manizer. I think I'm going to go in with some of the Cindy Lou-Manizer because that's kind of a deeper rosy shade. And I'm just going to use my AOA Studio F13 brush. I'm going to get a little bit of that on the brush, and then we're just going to go right on top of the cheekbones. And I'm also going to dip into Penny Lou-Manizer, and I'm going to take that right here and just kind of come down with it just to give, because it looks really neat when you kind of highlight the whole face like that. So I'm going to go on the other side, put some of Cindy Lou-Manizer right on top of the cheekbone here. And I think that just looks nice with the blush that I'm wearing. It all coordinates nicely. And then again, I'll go in with, I've got Cindy Lou-Manizer, and now I'm going to go in with Penny Lou-Manizer. Yeah, Penny Lou-Manizer. Penny Lou-Manizer is a lighter, it's a light, like a light golden champagne kind of color. And I'm just putting it kind of right there where my eyebrow stops. So that's a fun one. I love highlighters, and this is just this whole palette, this whole line here is really fun to use. I love the Balm eyeshadows are really great as well if you haven't tried those out. That's another fun line to check out. Okay, so now let's go ahead and put on a brow product using my Milani Easybrow Automatic Pencil and Natural Taupe. Pretty much my go-to. I do have other ones, but this is just the one that's always right here on my makeup desk, so we're going to go ahead and use it. Easy access. Okay. I've got a beautiful lip to share with you today too. It's also a new one that I found. I was watching another YouTuber and she recommended it, and of course I loved it. And it's I think it's like a Korean brand. It's one I'd never heard of. I actually had to do a search online just to try to find it because I didn't know if they were selling it here in the US, but I did find a company that was selling it in the US and was able to purchase it, so that was great. So now I'm going to go in with that one shadow look I was talking about. I'm going to prime the lids real quick with my Urban Decay Anti-Aging Primer Potion. And just going to get a little bit on the lid. I used to skip this step, but I've seen how important it is with your eyeshadow. It just helps your eyeshadow to stay a lot longer if you prime the lid. So sometimes the hype is not always, you know, what it really is, but I think with this it does make a difference. It seems like, especially with my type of eyelids, because since I do have oilier skin, especially in the summertime, the eyeshadow just kind of wants to melt off. So the eyeshadow palette that I'm excited to use today is by Wander Beauty, and this is the Wanderess Fling eyeshadow palette. It's very, very pretty. So the claims are that it's crease proof, fade proof, intense payoff, every shade you need for a fun and flirty spring fling. Wanderess Fling puts infinite looks in the palm of your hand. And so that's the packaging of the box, which is really pretty. And then when you pull it out, you've got that same packaging here on the palette. And I love it. It's very springtime looking. Look at the flowers, the gold. I absolutely love that. And on the back, you've got the same thing. You've got this beautiful pink. And I just love stuff like that, because it just, when it's sitting up on the desk, you know, and sitting out, it just gives me a smile just looking at that. It just really is nice. And then here are the shades. So you got 6 shades, and the shades are really nice because they're all easy to work with. And each one of these can become a one shadow look, and that's what I'm going to focus on today. I just want to do a one shadow look with this palette. So I'm wearing kind of like a coral and blue top today, so I'm going to go in with a shade called Blossom. It's kind of that pinkish, it's kind of like a pink, I would say it's a rose gold. And I'm just going to dip my Sigma, this is my Sigma E40 tapered blending brush. I'm going to get some of that on, and we're just going to pop this on the lid. I'm just going to get it on, and then I might define it with something else, but right now I just want to get the color posted on the lid here. But it's nice to have a one shadow look, because, you know, on days when you just need to get out the door, maybe you just want to do a fast makeup routine, but you'd still like to have some color on the lids. I think that's important. I know, you know, when I get up in the mornings and getting about the day, I don't always have time to do all of this, so I think that's important. But you see what I mean? You see how pretty? It's subtle. It's very subtle, but the color's there, and I think that's so nice. And then what you could do is you can amp up the color by taking a smaller brush, so like the Morphe M506 crease brush, and then kind of concentrate it. You could even do a 2 shadow look. You could mix in, I'm going to take this like right here. I think I'm going to do a 2 shadow look with it, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix in some of this cedar, this dark brown shade. And what you would do is you would just simply pop this right here. And that's going to make it have it, you know, it's going to have a crease this way, but it's still going to be a simplified look. And that's what I think is fun about this palette. You can take 1 or 2 shades, you know, you can even just do 2 shades, but you don't have to, it's just a no fuss look. No frills, no fuss, and it's beautiful. The shades in this is really pretty, especially when you, like this, when I'm concentrating it right where I want to put the color. That looks so nice. Loving this. I think this looks so nice. And then all I'm going to do is go back in with my E40 Sigma tapered blending, and we're going to just diffuse. Blend it all back out. Just blending this. And that's going to be, I thought it was going to be a 1 shadow look, but I decided to do a 2 shadow look with it. That's still simple enough. And then I'm just going to take another swipe of color and get it right under the brow using Blossom. So the 2 shades I used was Blossom and Cedar. And the Blossom has a lot of shine. I mean, we got a lot of shine going on there, but I don't mind that. I like that. I think that's fun. I think that really gives it some, you know, spring vibes. So that's a fun palette, and I wanted to show you that. I wanted to show you how easy it would be to take a palette like this, and you could do that with any palette you have that has, you know, a simplified amount of shadow, and just create a 1 or 2 shadow look with it. And then I'm going to curl my eyelashes real quick, put on some mascara, and we're going to do the lip shade. Curl, curl, curl. I'm really excited to show you this lip shade. I think it's a fun one. I was excited to find it. I was watching another, I like to watch, you know, all the other makeup videos, and she was talking about it. I can't remember who it was I was watching, but it was a newer channel to me, and she was talking about the lip being comfortable and buttery and soft and just looks really glowy on your lips, and I was like, that sounds like me, gotta try it. I love lip products. So the mascara I'm using today is my Covergirl Clump Crusher Extensions by Lashblast. This is one of my favorite mascaras. It has one of those wands where it's kind of, let me see if I can focus it on the camera, but you see what I mean? It's kind of, the brush is kind of spiky, I guess is a good word for it. And I like that because I can really get some nice definition. Let me turn the camera just slightly so you can see what I'm doing here, because I have to look down into my other mirror that's smaller to make sure. I just don't want to make sure you guys can still see me. Okay, so yeah, I like this mascara. Actually does pretty good with my eyelashes, and my eyelashes just don't really have a lot of natural curl or anything like that, but this Covergirl Clump Crusher line is really good, especially if you have sparse lashes, because it does bring out the definition of your eyelashes pretty well. This is actually one of my favorites, and I struggle with mascaras, but this one does pretty darn good at, you see what I mean? I mean, there's definitely, and my lashes don't normally even do that, and this actually does amp up the volume quite a bit. So I'm going to put this also on my left side. I appreciate all your support and your kind comments. It means so much to me. It touches my heart when I read kind comments, and I'm glad that you're having fun watching the videos and seeing the different techniques. There's definitely a lot of techniques out there, and some are easier than others, but I definitely have my favorites, and I'm just so thankful for you guys, and thankful that we can all share in the fun of putting on makeup. You know, makeup should be fun. That's truly what I believe. It should be a time for yourself to where you can just pamper yourself and have fun doing it. It shouldn't be something where, you know, you have any set routine or set, you know, it just should be something that makes you feel better, that when you get done, you've accomplished a look that actually makes you feel better and helps you to achieve that confidence. And that's what I love about makeup. It, you know, I've always struggled a lot with self-esteem and, you know, issues, my hair loss and all that, and it just, makeup really gives you, it's a joy to put on. And I think that if it, you know, if it becomes something that's just a chore to do, then we've lost the aspect of what, how and why we should be doing it. Okay, so the next product is going to be the lovely lipstick. So this is by Jill Stuart. I had never heard of her before, and you probably haven't either. This is the box. I just wanted to show you. It's a simple light pink box here. So basically what it is, this is Jill Stuart's Lip Blossom, and this is the color 38 Tulip Red that I'm going to be showing you. It's made in Japan. Now the website, you can go to www.jillstuart.beautyusa.com, and you can also look it up online. I believe it's made in Japan, but I believe that it's also like Korean. So it's a lipstick with saturated color and high gloss shine for full and luscious lips that feel as soft as petals. It contains rosemary extract, lavender oil, and avocado oil, and it includes a small mirror. It says product is very soft and might break if you apply too much pressure or roll up too high. So I've already tested it out, and it is a very soft, it's like a better lipstick, but I love this. Look at the packaging, y'all. The packaging is phenomenal. This is so gorgeous. Look at this. So this packaging is so pretty. It's like a silver tube. It has this like flower design on the top. There's this literal flower design here. And then on the side right here, this is a Swarovski crystal. So before I even get to price point, I'm sure that tells you everything. It's not going to be cheap. This runs about 37, I think I paid 36, 37 bucks. And then over here it's got, I mean, this whole lipstick case is just adorned with beauty. There's like little jewels here going down. There's like, it's not jewels, but it's like there's like an ingrained thing in it. And then when you open it up, you can actually open, there's this cap here opens, and then it's got the Jill Stuart logo, the J right there in the middle. It's beautiful. I have never seen, I mean, I've been into makeup for 8-9 years now, and I've never seen anything like this, but it's got that gorgeous jewel there on the front. Just beautiful. Just beautiful. So then you basically just, you open it just like a regular, you know, it just pops open. And there's the color. And it's got this beautiful, it's got, again, her Jill Stuart there. It's got, it's just a beautiful color. I thought this would go well with what I'm wearing today. But this is that buttery, soft texture that just glides on like butter. So if you like that type of look, I would recommend checking it out. And if you want to know more, look online. I did find some of these on eBay and some other places as well, so you might be able to find some less. I do a lot of online research when I'm trying to find something to see what price I can find it at. But again, it's the Jill Stuart Lip Blossom line, and I'm wearing shade 38, which is Tulip Red. So let me go ahead and put that on. It's beautiful. I love this color. It's so summery. It goes on kind of sheer, as you can tell, but it feels like a lip treatment, which I love. And of course, as you know, I just build the product up, so I just kind of keep going over it until I get the desired color. I had to try it when I saw the packaging and I saw the shine and the gloss. It's one of those lipsticks that feels like a lip butter, but it has the shine of like a lip gloss. I mean, this literally feels like you put on a lip gloss. It's so comfortable. It is so comfortable. Look at that shine. You see what I'm saying? It plumps up your lips and makes your lips look fuller. And it's just gorgeous. It is just stunning. I love the shade. I think it's beautiful. The shine, I'm all about the shine. I mean, a lipstick like that with the shine is just phenomenal. And then let's go ahead and add a little bit more shine to it. I've got a Stila. This is by Stila. And this is a new line. It's a lip gloss. This one's called Beauty Boss. It's a new line they came out with recently, and it's like just a shiny lip topper. And I just thought I might add a little bit of that right in the middle of the lips, just to kind of, not that it needed any more shine, but yeah. We'll just have a little bit of extra glow right there. I just love the shade. I think this is absolutely phenomenal. Love it. And I'm going to finish off with my Wet n Wild Cucumber 3-in-1 Primer Water. This is to prep, set, and refresh. And I love the smell of that. This is awesome. You can find it in the drugstore. It's the Cucumber Wet n Wild Photo Focus 3-in-1 Primer Water. So I hope you like this look, everybody. I really like the foundation. Really like that 1 shadow or 2 shadow eye look. And I just really had a lot of fun putting this together for you. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and definitely give me a thumbs up if you like that, and hit the subscribe button, the red subscribe button down below, so that you'll be notified of all future videos that I post, as well as clicking the notification bell, which will provide you with information on when a video posts to your channel feed, so you won't miss a video. I appreciate you watching today, and I will see you again very soon in my next video. Have an amazing day. Bye.